Hey, welcome back to the channel. Today we are going to review something very special which we haven't reviewed before. So this is not a half scale replica, it's not a 1/4, not a 1/8. This is a 1-to-1 replica of Ayrton Senna's helmet he used in the 1991 season. A beautiful helmet. I think Ayrton Senna's helmet is the most iconic Formula 1 probably has ever seen. So right now, today, we are going to review said helmet. So it comes in this beautiful velvety cover. It's really soft, keeps your helmet nice and protected. So the story of how I got this helmet, I will tell at the end of the video. But right now, let's get this cover off and take a closer look at the 1-to-1 scale replica of the 1991 Ayrton Senna helmet. And here we have the beautiful helmet. Look at that coloring. So I ordered this helmet because of two reasons. Obviously, the first reason will be displaying the helmet because, I mean, it's such an iconic helmet. And second reason is actually for rental cards. I ordered the size XL. Fits snugly, but it fits. So yeah, look at that. So the beautiful coloring we have going on here. I mean, look at that blue. Look at that deep blue color at the bottom ribbon and the beautiful greenish color at the top. So as you may notice, the top here is actually just a regular green paint, but the underside, as you can see, under reflection. So it's actually that very metallic automotive type paint they've used. And I know you can't smell stuff like this on video, but it has a really distinctive smell to it. It's smelling very much of paint. I've ordered two separate visors for this helmet. As you can see right now, I've opted for the see-through visor, which I think with older helmets is actually looking a bit better. We also have a little tinted visor. So obviously, if there's more sun going out, I could flip this helmet on the go. It's rather easy actually. You just unscrew both screws on both sides, and you can switch the visors on there. Really nice. So what makes this helmet a 1991 replica? A few little things you can see. So obviously at this time at McLaren, Marlboro was the hat sponsor. So at the top, he would have a big Marlboro logo. So for the 1988 season, the Marlboro logo would actually stretch all the way down to this banner. 1991 or 1990, I'm not really sure, but obviously 1991 has this really standalone logo of the Marlboro logo on top. It's actually a little bit embossed as well, so you can actually feel the letters. It's not just one big sticker. It's actually really nice and embossed. So one thing when unpacking this helmet was actually that the fluorescent red on top I thought was a little bit inaccurate, but actually, the racing Marlboro color they use is obviously a bit more towards the orange fluo side instead of that deep red they use on the cigarette packaging. So that's a little bit different. But as far as I can tell, this is more accurate. Obviously, at the visor, we see this beautiful Honda sticker. It's actually a rather big visor. Compared to visors we have today, because obviously with Bell and Schubert helmets of today, the visors are getting slimmer and slimmer and slimmer. So another way you can tell this is a 1991 helmet is it actually has green interior. Once again, I believe for the 1988 and 1990 season, he would actually use a beige taupe color insert. But for the 1991 season, he used green. 1992 and 1993, I believe he used a blue interior, but I like the green the best. Reminds me of the Ayrton Senna documentary poster. So obviously, a team prior Lotus, it wouldn't have Marlboro here. It would have John Player Special, or races where it's been banned, it would have the Lotus logo at the top. So yeah, obviously this being a McLaren car, you have a big Honda sticker at the top, because that's the engine manufacturer of the McLaren at the time. Underneath, we have the, I believe this is a bank they use in Brazil. I believe it's not an active bank anymore. Also the Boss sticker at the side. I believe for different gears, this wouldn't be white and black, but the other way around, it would be a black sticker with white lettering. But obviously the Bosch logo would be there. And I believe in later seasons, he had a different logo here as well. Obviously for the 1993 season, he would use Kenwood or something along those lines on top. It would have a little bit of a lighter sticker banner on the visor. What I really like about Senna's helmet is that he kept it truly simple. I mean, a big yellow helmet, obviously the colors of the Brazilian flag we have going on. It's amazing simple. It's stupidly simple, but it works in such a way. I'm not really a fan of Formula One helmets we have right now. Not to say that in the past everything was better, but I mean these striking retro colors, the very simplified designs. It's a really iconic thing. I mean, often at times, the more simple things are, the better it works. I think the helmets of today just have too much stuff going on. I'm not really a big fan of that. But when I look at this retro helmet, it's absolutely amazing. Yeah, obviously that green interior we have going on. This was actually secured by this little knob at the side. If we push that up, we can see the green interior. It looks a bit saggy on camera, but in real life, it's a bit better than this. It's really squishy. Once again, this size is an XL. It fits me just right. I'm glad I didn't order an L, because when I was ordering this thing, I was like, oh, what should I order? Because obviously a product like this will come from Asia, I believe. So sizes run a bit small there. So I just opted for the biggest size I could get. So this is the inside of the helmet. Once again, beautiful green interior. We also have this latch that keeps the helmet secure. As you may notice, once again, this is a replica, so there is no Snell certificate badge here. So obviously, once again, this is a replica. So you shouldn't race with this helmet like full-on automotive racing, but I believe if you're just going karting with this helmet, this will keep you protected. So yeah, really nice green interior. Rather soft. One thing I've noticed that on the left side, this thing here, I don't know if you can see that well on camera, but it's really soft. But this thing right here is actually so incredibly hard. It's a very hard plastic, and that kind of rubs around my cheek. It hurts a little bit, but not at the point where it's uncomfortable. Really glad I opted for this green interior. So yeah, that basically is Ayrton Senna's 1991 helmet. The last year he won a championship with McLaren. So in 1992, obviously with the McLaren MP47, it was rather, I wouldn't say bad car, but not as good as cars he had years prior. 1993 was actually a better car, but the Williams car in that year was just dominant, so dominant. So he switched to Williams in the 1994 season, and unfortunately we all know what happened. But to me, Ayrton Senna in his McLaren days will always be the most iconic days of Ayrton Senna, obviously. The helmet, the suits, the car itself, the livery, everything was just so beautiful back then in the 1990s and late 1980s. So obviously, like I said a couple times before, this is not an official helmet, it's a replica. If you're wondering where I got this from, I got it from cmhelmets.com. It took a while to get here, but obviously everything is made by hand, so that's really nice. So my experience with CM helmets is not the best, I should say. I left them a couple of emails, a couple DMs, asking where my helmet is. The first couple of times I didn't get a response because I believe I read somewhere on the website it would take around 7 to 20 days to make a helmet like this, with an exception of chrome helmets. But it took 4 or 5 months. So I was like, hey, just wondering where my helmet is. And I didn't get a response. So I was like, am I getting scammed here? Well, fortunately, I wasn't. I got a beautiful product. The product they delivered is incredibly beautiful. I mean, the paint on here looks amazing. Once again, the decals are really nice. The interior, the green interior is looking amazing. Once again, the beautiful colors they used. I saw some product pictures where they opted for a very light blue here and a light blue stripe underneath the green stripe. So I was really hoping for them to match the blue here and here with the right deep dark blue color, and obviously they did. So yeah, I mean, once again, my experience with cmhelmets.com is a little bit of a mixed bag. Once again, the product they delivered is very nice. Once it got shipped out, it was sent out incredibly fast. But the time of making the helmet, obviously things like this takes a long time, and that's not the problem. But the communication towards me during this order was a little bit of a mixed bag, let's say that. Obviously, I wanted to make a video about this helmet. Obviously, me wanting to make a video about this helmet, I asked for some behind the scenes photos as well. He didn't really want to send photos because if he sent me photos, everyone wants photos. And I was like, oh, all right. So let's keep this video positive. Helmet is great. Will order from cmhelmets.com. I mean, the product they delivered is beautiful. Now that I've ordered it, and I know that it takes a very long time to make, my mindset is a little bit different towards the order. I mean, I've read that it would be like 7 to 20 days, took a little bit longer. So yeah, I mean, you know, we have the product now. I'm very happy. I'm very satisfied. It fits me. It's a perfect display piece. So yeah, I'm glad I've ordered it from their website. So yeah, Ayrton Senna's 1991 season helmet. Fits perfectly on the shelf. If you use it for display, for karting, it's both very nice to use. Once again, if you get to the karting track with this helmet on your head, you're sure going to be a standout there. So yeah, so this is my video about the 1991 Ayrton Senna helmet. Hope you like it. If you want some more photos or videos about this helmet, let me know down below. So yeah, thank you very much for watching this video, and I hope to see you in the next one as well.